Well, hi there, everybody. It is Friday, so you know what time it is. It's time to Star Trek and chill. This is actually our 50th episode, so we're going to have fun this time. Usually we don't have fun. We just kind of screw around, but this one is going to be, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's
We're
going to be
making an effort for it.
Yeah.
We promise this time.
Mhm. First things first, everybody at home, we see you. We'll say hi to you in just a second. But at the very top, we'd like to introduce someone to you. You know him from writing the memorable Strange New World episodes, Ghosts of Illyria and Lift Us Where Suffering Cannot Reach. He has also written, according to IMDb, which has never been wrong, episodes 7 and 9 of Strange New Worlds Season 2, which I'm very excited for. It is Strange New Worlds writer, supervising producer, Mr. Bill Wolkoff. What's up, Bill? How are you?
I'm good. I had no idea that that writers of season 2 were listed on IMDb, but that's out there, I guess.
And we have no idea if it's accurate either.
we have no idea if it's accurate. This is very good point.
Well, welcome. Also, of course, Melissa Longo is here of the Seventh Rule and Virtual TrekCon. She's wearing her cool Stembolt and Chill shirt that you can get at the Star Trek and Chill shop in the description box below. You can click that link and check it out. Look at just real quick. Look how fun that is. It's Jake and Nog sitting on a Stembolt.
That's a good one.
They're so cute. They're
adorable.
So cute.
They're adorbs.
We also have 3-time Emmy nominee, which means they got it wrong twice. 1-time winner. Meteorologist Katie is here.
Hey, guys.
We've got our resident web crawler and walking exclamation point wearing a Star Trek and Chill Neelix and Chill shirt,
yes.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel.
Hi.
And lastly, the OG in podcasting, Shar Schmidt is here, everybody.
Yo, how is everybody?
My name is Ryan T. Husk. Oh, we can talk about what we're drinking real quick. We see you, Scott Jensen the 13th. Everybody in the live chat, let us know, what are you drinking today? And how freaking excited are you for June 15th?
Yeah.
I'm going to lose
my
my
calendar.
mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
Ready. Over here.
What's happening on June 15th?
Yeah.
We're going to lose. Well, I'll tell you what's happening on June 14th at 11 p.m. Pacific time is I'm going to watch that first episode of Strange New Worlds Season 2. Everybody in the live chat, let us know, are you going to do a rewatch of Season 1 throughout May in preparation of Season 2? Real quick, Melissa, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking in my lovely Star Trek Day flask. Sparkling.
Bill was there, if I remember correctly.
Those are good flasks. What does your flask say? What did you have engraved on
It has my name on it. It has Melissa on it. You just so everyone knows it's mine. But there is lemon flavored sparkling water in there. Woo. Gotta get the bubbly.
Bubbly.
What are you drinking, Katie?
I have my lovely tap water, which is delicious, but it's pairing nicely with the thousands of calories of Girl Scout cookies. I don't know if you guys have had the Adventurefuls. These things are insane.
What are they? I have not had them.
It's like a chocolate brownie cake with like a little puddle of caramel in the middle and chocolate drizzle on top. Ooh. 2 of them are 130 calories, which made me sad, but it was still really good.
Give.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Oh, yeah. It pairs very well with water.
Bill, did you have time to grab a beverage?
I did. I'm going a little wild here with a LaCroix Pamplemousse.
Nice.
Great du jour of writers everywhere.
It's one of my favorites.
Cracking open the first one. I have a brief story about my Star Trek Star Trek Day bottle. I had my son's name engraved on it, and he brought it to school. He's 7. But 7-year-olds, things get dicey in the yard there, and learn the hard way that it's not, the smartest idea to arm your child with a steel club that if things start to get
It's a weapon.
which he may or may not have used on somebody that started up something with him.
Oh my!
Like try to like
gosh.
leave the weapon in the bushes, but they tracked him down because it had his name on it.
It did.
That water bottle to stun.
It's like, thanks a lot, Dad.
Those don't have a stun setting yet, but
Yeah.
good point. Next year.
Yeah.
What about you,
The other
Shar? What
kid
are you
is
drinking?
okay for everybody. The other kid is okay.
Guess we
Good,
should have asked. Shar, are you drinking something fun? Probably an old
Yeah, I got a
fashioned.
couple things here. I've got my unlimited supply of Diet Coke. What was translucent for a second.
Nice.
And I've also decided, since it is Friday and my bathroom remodel operations are complete, it is time to celebrate. I've got
Hey.
some vodka cranberry and then topped it off with,
Nice.
because we have to have bubbly, some squirt.
Ooh,
Nice tangy
that's fun.
Nice.
What about you, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel? Are you
Okay.
enjoying some squirt or
Well,
your
I just
usual
had-
watermelon White Claw?
I had a New York egg cream because they were giving them away at Bloomingdale's for like a special promotion. And
Egg
then
cream?
yeah, they're amazing. It's
Wow.
like chocolate soda. And then I
Wow.
might have a White Claw later. We'll see.
All right. We'll see if I'm feeling frisky.
See.
I'll tell y'all, actually, my voice is a little rough around the edges today. So I made myself some tea. But I decided to, make it in my nice Geordie mug.
Very
Or
nice.
is it a
Fitting.
Captain Picard mug?
Ooh.
And I
Hey.
also have been sipping on just some water, but I've realized that I had this old beverage vessel that I haven't used in like 3 presidents. It's probably been like 15 years or something. This is from Star Trek Las Vegas, the Hilton, the Star Trek experience. It's like a Borg, when they open up the Borg thing. And resistances or something, how
Cool.
to prepare for
Oh.
assimilation or something.
That's a
Forgot I had
collector's
this.
item. Wow.
Yeah, but
everything
how
taste good.
effective would it be as a weapon?
Yeah. That's
Right.
how we're
Important
judging
question.
all drinking
Blast Bill's
containers now.
If that were an actual cube on it with sharp edges, it's
Yeah.
Oh my
Very
god.
good point.
Okay, so everybody in the live chat, let's just say hello to y'all real quick. Matt Boardman is in the live chat. So is Kimber Spores. Glenn Iverson, we see you. Gregory Wick, hello. Badger Mai, live from Tokyo. Fran Iverson, hey, Puka. Scott Jensen, the 13th. David Gregory, we see all of you back of the head. That's our good buddy John Orchiola of Screen Rant is also there. What's up, everybody? Tell us what you're drinking, everybody, including the people that we didn't quite catch yet, Tara and all of y'all, Chris. Bill, can we just start off by grilling you a bunch of questions real quick? We only have you for a short amount of time. First thing I want to ask is, looking back on Strange New Worlds season 1 and the huge success that it was, undeniably huge success. Katie hasn't watched it yet, but no, I'm just kidding.
Watch my watch history. It's like episode 6 on repeat.
Yeah, very good.
Exactly.
Looking back, was there one moment or one line or one scene that you were most proud of, whether it's a scene that from the writer's room or one from an episode you specifically wrote?
I think the moment that I'm most proud of being adjacent to was the inception of episode 8, the Elysian Kingdom. We had been knocking our heads against the wall for days and days on an episode that we couldn't get to work. And that, interestingly, by the way, that episode, and I can say this because it's not really, I'm not saying anything about what that was because we didn't do it. We did the Elysian Kingdom. In a different form is actually, we found, with perspective, we found a way to make it work, and it will come back later down the line. But that, it was one of those moments where we were trying to make this episode work and we couldn't do it. So we had a blue sky hour where we just said, let's just talk about other things for an hour. And we had wanted to do somehow wanted to do a fantasy episode, but couldn't really find the right way to do it. And Robin Wasserman said, well, what if we did do a fantasy episode on the Enterprise and it turns out to be Rukia's dream? And we're like, everybody in the room said, yeah, it's a fantasy episode. Holy, am I allowed to swear in here?
Yeah.
I'm well, yes. I mean, our minds were, it was one of those great writers' room moments where everybody's minds exploded at the same time. And we were on Zoom at that time, season 1. We never had an in-person room, so it was all like this.
Right.
And we very quickly, came up with episode 8, and I'm just so proud of how that episode turned out, and especially I'm spoiling the episode. I'm assuming people have seen season 1 by now, but the episode at the end when Rukia, adult Rukia, comes back and talks to Mbenga because she's a celestial Boltzmann brain type being where time doesn't work the same way with her anymore. And then, a moment for Mbenga is 30 years for her. And he gets to see that he made the right decision in letting her go, which is the hardest thing in the world that a parent can do. And all of that came out really, really quickly in one day. And Akela and Onitra just did the most fantastic job, writing it as an episode. It was just it's a moment that you hope to have every season in a writer's room.
I forgot.
We have to ask then, was there a mind-blowing moment in season 2? I understand you can't describe what it was, but was there a moment?
Was there a mind-blowing moment?
I mean, you can if you want, but yeah.
We don't want to get you in trouble.
I mean, I can say that I do feel like we have in the best way possible topped ourselves from season 1. I'm biased, but season 2, like every season had its own unique challenges as we were breaking stories. And I off the top of my head, I can't think of one particular that I could, say in a very veiled way without saying anything. So I can't say that. But I can't say that.
Come back on after season 2 airs.
But redacted.
Yeah.
By the way, in the live chat, our good buddy, Mr. Matt Boardman, says, OMG, this episode made me straight on ugly cry. I think that's good.
From the second you saw Betty Russell on that binder of the book, oh my gosh.
Yes.
So beautiful.
That was such a nice detail.
Yeah.
Did you write episode 2 via Zoom as well, or did you guys get a room?
You mean season 2?
Season 2, we were still in season 2. We were still in the thick of the pandemic, so we were remote for all of season 2. We did. There was a way for us to meet a little bit. So we did at the beginning of the season. We were able to meet in a conference room. We all took a trip to Toronto, so cool. We could see the sets and everything. Not all the writers had been to Toronto because of the pandemic. And while we were there, we got a conference room and sat like very far apart from each other, in masks, and had a couple of days where we did get to be in person. But the most of the season, the bulk of it was via Zoom.
Wow.
It's tough. A lot of people don't realize it's kind of tougher being in a writer's room when it's all via Zoom. People brains start to kind of turn off after staring at a screen for 2 hours. And I can only imagine it just makes being creative and being alert a lot hard. You can't do that for 9 hours. Like if you're in an office building, you're walking around, you guys are having your LaCroix and you're s'mores or whatever, but like just you can't
s'mores.
just sit there and be creative for 9 hours. How'd you get through that? Did you like take several lunch breaks, or did you just kind of walk outside every few minutes?
We had I have to credit our the writer's PA on our show, Liza McGowan, would every, I can't remember how long it was, every half hour she would say, okay, we're doing eye time. So we would stand up and look away from the screen and like look somewhere else.
Good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Like that, like little tricks like that, because it is exhausting. And you're staring at a screen. And the hardest thing is Zoom is very much anti like immediacy energy, because you're not in the same. It's hard to feed off of the energy, like the actual energy that somebody is bringing, because you're not in the same physical space. You can't really have crosstalk, and sometimes brilliant ideas come out, in crosstalk. We were able to do it. We're very grateful that the technology, existed for us to make season 1 and season 2. But it is, I much prefer being live.
Totally. Melissa provides us with the crosstalk when she's mad. Thank you.
In a fun way.
Bill, is there anything that you could tell us about season 2? Anything at all? And if you can't, obviously don't. This is very live. Besides being very excited about it, because we're just as excited as you are.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything about any of the content of season 2 other than what's been like announced. I mean, we it was announced that we're doing a Lower Decks crossover, and we got to work with Jack Quaid and John Newsom.
Oh my god!
And that Jonathan Frakes directed that episode. And I was lucky to be out there for that one. And that was just a delight seeing, all these different generations of Star Trek together.
That had to have been amazing.
Yeah.
It was great. I could tell one story that has nothing to do with the, with what the episode is about, but both Jack and Tawny are incredibly busy, and the coordinating of schedules is really, really challenging. But we made it. We have brilliant producers who were able to make all that work, and both of them bent over backwards to do it. But it meant that when we were shooting, the schedule was tight, and we were, I think it was towards the end of the shoot, so when you shoot a scene, there's a rehearsal and blocking with a private blocking with the director first, and there's discussion, and you can kind of take your time with it, and the actors have a lot of say in like where where they stand, and there's a lot of give and take with the director, but we were really under a time crunch here, so Jonathan Frakes was talking with Jack and Tawny, and he said, so your marks are going to be there and there, and it was just because we had to get things going. He says, so I really need you to both just hit those marks, and here's $20 each so that you both hit those marks.
Bribery. He knows. Works every time.
Oh my god, I love that, dude.
And they were like, we don't need them. We'll hit the marks. You don't need to pay us. And he insisted that they take it.
And then they didn't hit their marks, and he's like, give me my money back.
Yeah. I can totally see this happening too. That had to have been a fantastic moment to see in person. Thank you for sharing that. That makes my day.
The one addendum to that, they take the money, and as all of us know, there aren't pockets on
right.
Okay, so that leads to a question.
No, Carol King held it in her fanny pack.
Yeah, like where did they put it?
They found a creative way to stuff those 20s somewhere. I'm not sure where. I didn't see that part, but they.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Maybe under a sock. I'm not sure.
I was worried
must
you were
have been
getting
it.
a non-answer.
I must have. Yes.
That's right, because you're on complete opposite ends of the continent, right? You're shooting Strange New Worlds in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
And they are obviously living in and working in LA.
They are. We got a little lucky with Jack because he also does a show called The Boys, which shoots in Toronto. So, and I think there might have, I can't remember if we were, they might have been out of productions. That might not have helped us at all. He also does big movies that are shot all over the world. So, but yes, it is, it's a challenge getting us out to Toronto, and it's a challenge getting all the actors out to Toronto, and with guest casts like that who are very busy, it's until we have transporter technology,
Could we get
I'm
that,
sure it's right
please?
around
We
the
need
corner.
it.
Ooh, yeah.
That and
So
replicators.
nice.
Come on, science.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, this is really exciting, Bill. You've got you are credited with 2 more episodes. I don't know if you're allowed to say if that's correct or not, but that usually sounds about right, and we're super excited.
Or if you're
for
working on
Strange New
season
Worlds.
3, which I'm already excited for.
20 more seasons.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3 was announced, which is very exciting. I think I can say that I'm working on season 3 too.
Then it's going to be another good one, everybody.
Yay!
That's
there's
awesome.
a nugget.
Congrats.
It tells you nothing, but
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow, that is going to be.
Awesome.
So you finally get to see everybody in person now, or are you still remote?
we are able to see each other in person now.
How weird is that?
The world is allowing
Right.
that.
Aw, yay.
It must be so weird to finally come together and see each other, because a lot of times you go, wait, you're taller than I thought, and you're shorter than everybody's kind of different. A lot of people tell me,
You
hey,
have
you're
legs.
stupider than I thought.
Yeah.
You
Everybody
have to
had
come
legs.
back and tell us
Yeah.
about that.
Everybody had
Yeah.
legs.
Just the in-person process versus the Zoom process, how it went.
Hmm.
That's
And nobody had a Gorn tail or anything that I saw.
What?
Yeah. Oh, good. Shocking.
I really want to ask about the Gorn, actually, but we shan't. Just know that if you have written another episode or 2, including the Gorn in season 2 or season 3, that the fans will be very excited about that, because it seems as though they are being built as, the recurring big bad of the series. And it's something that we just haven't had much of. They're like this legendary alien, infamous in a lot of ways, and we want to know more. And then what episode was it? Was it 2 that we found out first saw the Gorn? Which episode was it?
Episode 4.
It was
I
4,
did a
okay.
rewatch not that long ago. I should know
And
this.
I just
Yeah.
remember thinking, this is so exciting. I know the fans were super excited to be able to sink our teeth into the Gorn. And then again in episode 9, I believe, where we lose our good buddy, spoiler everybody, Hemmer.
You had to bring that up, huh?
Are those of you in the room, in the writer's room, are you just really into the Gorn and the deep dives of the original series, and just seems like you're really trying to honor the original series and the history of Star Trek?
We have huge fans in the room. It happily, there's a mix. Everybody has a different relationship with Star Trek, and we have. I came onto the show thinking that I was a pretty big Star Trek nerd, and my nerddom was far eclipsed by some of the other writers in our room. And we also have writers who are very new to Star Trek, and it gives us a fresh perspective, but that are so excited as they discover it. And all of us, deeply love the original series, which is very much the world that we're in, and we are trying to honor the spirit of everything that exists, but also bring a modern sensibility to the show. And as Henry Myers has said this before, that, you know, we can't be afraid to take risks. We can't be afraid to take a risk, and that might break something.
Your business.
Yeah.
You got to go boldly.
Risk is the business.
Anne
like,
Marie,
when
actually,
you're-
you said it.
Who
Sorry, I was
said
gonna
that?
say Anne Marie
Where have I
said it.
heard that
Oh,
before?
Strange New Worlds is making me watch so much TOS and
Exactly,
love it
that's-
so much more. Yeah, I'm getting all these good quotes.
Now, when you
That's-
guys are in there and are writing about stuff, I've always wondered, do you get attached to particular characters like the fans do, where you're like, I love you all, but you're the best. Like you have.
Do you play favorites?
Publicly, no.
Yeah.
We all, I guess, yes and no. I mean, there's certain characters that I personally, on a personal level, relate to more than others. And I mean, I'm the kind of person that wears my heart on his sleeve. And somebody like La'an, you know, is so guarded, you know, she's the opposite, but I love writing that too. I love going outside of myself to write to write that. So there's characters that we all relate to. There's characters that we all that we love. It's just about finding the best way to service all of them, because we've got such a great cast.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody,
Hello.
we've got two things to tell you. Number one is Dr. Muhammad Noor is here. Boy, that is creepy and meta. You've got us in the background.
I see you all a couple of different ways there.
The other announcement, everybody, is that our good buddy, Mr. Bill Wolkoff, has to run. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you
This
so
has been
much.
so awesome.
Yes, thank you for
put
being here.
our usual fake smiles into real smiles today. So we really appreciate you. Thank you, Bill.
Nice to see
This
you
was a lot of
briefly,
fun. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you briefly too, Muhammad. I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with you more, but
Yeah, sorry.
I'm in trouble if I don't walk out this door in 2 minutes.
Do
I had the
it.
opposite
Don't be in
problem.
Thank you so much, Bill. Everybody go
Bye.
follow him on Twitter. It is flying_lobster, if you can believe that.
Nice
Oh,
username.
yes.
Yes,
Love
great.
that.
Thank you, Bill. Have a fantastic weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm fangirling so hard.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been such
Breathe,
a
everybody.
massive fan of his on Twitter since like Strange New World got announced. And I was like, who's this cool flying lobster guy who loves Star Trek?
That's such a
Just
good
the fact-
username. I'm
That's a
jealous.
really
His-
good one.
Right. Just the fact that his handle is flying lobster, you're already like, great, this guy's way cooler.
This
Tell
is
me
a
more.
winner.
Should have figured out. Should have asked him how he got it, because that. How do you
Yeah.
Like, yeah, did you have to register in 2006 when Twitter launched to get a username that good? Like,
Yeah.
how does that
So
happen?
I was looking
That's
and
why
there's
it's
somebody
underscore.
with flying lobster without the underscore.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
This evil
an
twin
imposter,
brother.
perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Transporter
everybody,
accident.
everybody in the live chat. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to make it a poll.
We need to do a
Mm.
poll.
We haven't had a poll in 30
Time
minutes.
for
We
a
must have
poll.
one.
Oh my God,
And
it's not a
while-
show till we do a poll.
While I'm typing that, Mohammed, how you been? What's
I'm
new?
doing-
Thanks for playing with us.
doing great. Sorry, I was a
Yay.
little bit late there. I was
Uh-huh.
having dinner with my son, but out of town, and he was really
Aw.
late. So then that pushed everything
Cool.
back.
Aw.
Family
Well,
time
we're
is
glad
important.
you're here.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Pleasure
Definitely.
be here. Glad you
Yeah,
guys
good
are
to
here.
see you.
You too.
Yeah, on a Friday. How lucky are we?
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't see you very much on Fridays.
No,
Cheers.
sorry. Cheers to you.
Aw.
It's okay. I'm usually not available the other days, so it's a rare treat to see you.
Same.
Aw.
I had a couple of people who were like, hey, we do a weather podcast. Do you want to join us? It's on like Tuesdays at 9 p.m. And I'm looking at
Oh,
them like,
yeah.
I'm asleep. I go to sleep for hours.
Wow. So our poll, everybody, is whether
Ooh.
you'd like to know next week's guest right now or wait till the end of the show. Whatever. It's who cares, right? So I think this is going to be a very close poll.
Who are these chaotic
Um,
people who voted for end of the show?
Yeah.
Who are
those
you,
people?
heathens, and what is going on with you?
That's
And
some
everybody in the live
self-discipline.
chat, let us know how excited you are about Strange New Worlds, because that's really cool of our buddy Bill to jump on He's a busy dude. He works a
Yeah.
lot, and he's obviously a freaking great writer and a huge Star Trek fan. And we're so damn lucky that he takes time out of his day.
Just like
just
when
to
they were
shoot the
putting
Trek with
those Strange New World posters out for First Contact Day, and they released like one for every character. I was like, it is crazy how much I care about each of these characters already from 10 episodes. Like, it's just
Yeah.
amazing.
10
10 episodes, we got so many details about them, and just like they're each to their own person, which is hard to do in that short amount of time.
I miss them all. I'm like genuinely really excited to have them back.
The quality of
Yeah,
acting. for
same.
all of
Can't
them
wait
is
to learn
phenomenal.
more and be with them some
Yes.
more.
And
Can't
how
get Carol
cool is
Kane.
it that we are getting season 2 just 13 months after season 1 started? I mean, that's pretty tight for streaming service. I mean, that's that they're really working
they're
under
not
the gun,
playing around.
especially
Yeah,
doing that
they're
through the pandemic.
episodic. So they have to do like all those different sets for the different planets
Amazing.
and everything. It's
And
amazing.
it looks gorgeous.
Excellent point.
It looks
Mm.
great.
Visuals.
How do they do it, man?
It's amazing.
That's got to be such
Paramount
a breakneck
money.
pace.
I have a
Even
feeling-
like, and they used to do 26 episodes, but it was a kind of different thing. Like, this is just such a, I don't know. We are so freaking lucky to be in this age of Star Trek. It's like they strike lightning every time. Like, they get the right people in the writer's room who are perfect for the jobs for the show
Right.
they're
Yeah.
doing. They have the
Yeah.
talented people behind the scenes to make it all happen. They get fantastic directors. And of course, Jonathan Frakes being one of them. That's
Oh,
always
right.
pure gold.
He's
Like, if-
everywhere.
If
That
we get
guy's
Star
going
Trek
places.
Legacy, this might be
Going
one of the like it's a whole just transition from the OG5 to this. Like, that's gonna be hard to choose which ones are my favorite. If we end up with Star Trek Legacy, that might tip some scales.
Oh,
Mm.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen the Twitter discussions around it? Like, Paramount would be dumb if they decided, no, we don't want to do it. Like,
Hey, speaking of that, let's definitely discuss that right after we announce who's coming on next week, because
Oh.
76% of you are not, as Muhammad calls you, chaotic.
Pleasure delators.
You said, just give it to us now. Why even ask the question? I'm surprised that many
go.
people said later. So for
Yeah.
those of you that want to hear it later, earmuffs, plug your ears for the next 20 seconds. Actually, it is very relevant to the conversation we were having, which is original series. It is. Katie made a face.
Shut up.
It
Shut
is-
up. Shut up.
It
No
is
way.
Chekhov. Walter
Really?
Koenig is joining
Oh
us
my
next
goodness.
week.
Yay.
He's going to
What?
be with us.
So
I built in a
says-
break next week and I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, when I told him, I said, the only rule is you got to bring a drink. He said, can I have straight whiskey? And I said, sure. He didn't really
That's
say
a great
that, but-
Oh
impression,
my
though.
Thank
gosh.
you.
You guys have
Great.
fun. That's going to be
Oh.
amazing.
my
That's
gosh.
really cool. That's really
Yeah.
That's
cool.
pretty awesome.
Oh,
So,
Dude, next
He's
Friday's gonna
awesome.
rock
Oh my
for me
God.
because I'm doing we had this thing for Kalamazoo Comic-Con, and I think oh my gosh, there's like
Kalamazoo's a
Jeffrey
real
Combs
thing?
is gonna be there, and it
Michigan.
very
Yeah.
much is. And there's like 3 Star Trek people there, so it's just gonna be a blast.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
I'm like, let me remember not to wear blush because I'll be like blushing so hard.
no, you should wear blush to hide it.
Put the concealer over your cheeks so that the blush comes through only so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's so hot.
And then it'll look perfect.
He's so what, Emery?
He's so hot.
I dare you to tell him that next week.
Forever.
He'd probably be
Please
flattered.
tell him that.
Yeah,
Oh my
but just do it
gosh.
at the end of the show, just
No.
in case he doesn't take it well.
Yeah.
Aw.
He's gonna say,
No,
Ryan, can
don't
we ask
tell him.
Anne Marie to
Don't
leave?
tell him.
She's
Yeah,
making me
don't tell
uncomfortable.
him.
And Marie, you're off the show.
That was a good impression.
Yeah,
you.
he's got Walter down.
You really did.
gosh.
Such a good guy. He's so
He
fun, and
is.
he's so sharp and witty and funny. I'm
Oh,
like,
he's
Yeah.
I don't know how he
so
does it.
sharp.
okay.
One
And that smile. Oh.
one time I was up in
Swoon.
I was at GalaxyCon in Minneapolis, and I was flipping through like all these little old posters, and I looked to my left, and he had walked up next to me, and I swear my heart stopped for like 5 seconds because I'm just like,
Yeah, because in
and
real
like the
life,
shopkeeper,
he's
she was
even
just like,
more magnetic. It's crazy.
Yeah. and it's like, oh, it was so amazing. I can't wait to just see him again.
Oh my God.
It's funny. He said the same about you, actually.
Oh,
Aw.
Like, oh my God, I
You
need
should.
to
You
wear.
should.
And then he
if
just
he ever needs a
said,
forecast, I'm here for him.
he said, Katie's going to be there. Great. Then I'll be there. Schedule me on a day that Char's not available. I said, oh, that's actually next
Aw.
week. It's perfect.
Oh,
Aw.
Years. We'll have words later. I'll track him down in Star Trek Las Vegas. Like, bruh, come on, man.
We'll get someone from Voyager next for you, Char. That'll make up for it.
Now you're
Or
talking.
Babylon
There you
5.
Chekhov who?
Mm.
Yeah. We'll get someone from like Survivor
Oh
for
wait,
you,
and
Melissa.
Chekhov's from Babylon 5. No.
Oh, it's true.
So true. This is so true.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
Mr.
Char's the only
Bester.
one
Oh
that can
gosh,
really
talk to him
talk
about
about
Well,
Bester.
where are
Walter
black
loves
gloves?
talking about Bester.
Ooh, okay.
Chekhov's got nothing on Bester in terms of him actually being able to
That's
act.
crazy. I was shocked
Damn.
when I watched Babylon 5 how good he was.
Oh,
But I mean,
amazing.
not shocked, but like, wow, what a character.
But like, yo, yeah, he's got range. He can act if you just let him. And they let him on Babylon 5. He played a fantastic character.
What about on Renegades?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, a quick thing about Walter and Renegades. When I was on set for that as an associate producer, it was amazing to see Walter. And by the way, Aaron Eisenberg was also starring in Renegades, and he was
Mhm.
amazing.
Melissa,
But
too,
it was
right?
That's right. She stole the show, basically.
Hey.
She had a cool name in it.
Mhm. Gypsy, Space Gypsy, something.
No. That wasn't her name.
Noor. Noor, the
Nor-
space
Oh,
gypsy.
right. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Good
That was
stuff.
before I met Muhammad, even.
It was.
What?
Wow.
Mm.
So crazy thing was, Walter would just kind of walk around slowly, whatever. Then he comes and he sits down and he goes, okay, what's my line? Okay. And then we got a close up on him for like this really intense moment. And he's just like super intense and amazing. And we're like blown away. Like, how does he, it's just like he summoned it, he just kind of came back to life for that scene. And it was really amazing.
Cool.
Just remembered another very funny story, but that will have to be for once we stop going live. I'll tell you guys, just you guys and nobody else, because I don't want to get sued or something.
Oh.
It's a good reason.
Or we don't want you to get
If
sued
you're watching
either and you
Chekhov
feel
on
privileged.
TOS.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we changed the subject a bit. We were talking about Star Trek Legacy.
Mhm.
Katie, what are people saying in the Twitterverse about Star Trek Legacy?
It's kind of like fan fiction has seeped over onto social media, because everyone is doing these whole like, but what if they did this and this? We want more Shaw. We want more Seven. We want what was it, La Crush? We want that ship to sail. Yes, but like everyone is just getting so hyped, and with every new episode that comes out, people formulate new ideas of this is what could go into Star Trek Legacy, and it could continue even after Picard with the new generation. And it just makes you giddy thinking about it, because it has so many people on board. Some of the people who were kind of jerks about seasons 1 and 2 of Picard, and now they're embracing it. And it's like, this show's bringing everyone together with hashtag Star Trek Legacy.
I can't even focus right now because I'm so excited for next week.
Oh my
Maybe they
gosh.
could- they could bring it really
Now
easily.
I'm just like, can there be a Chekhov episode?
Well, hang on. Before we
Yeah.
do move on from that,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that on this website called twitter.com, Denise Crosby did say that
Oh,
was
yes.
so cool. She mentioned how
Yeah.
cool it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, spoilers, everybody. Don't look, but whatever. Point is,
Ah.
Denise Crosby says, you are the best. You've done a magnificent job, Terry, and thank you for including me. Terry Matalas
Yeah.
says, Sayla next.
Woohoo!
What?
Yes.
If you click on
Yes.
quote, she replied to that. Click on
It's
quote.
time. Let's get
Yeah,
an
she replied to that
update.
one.
But can I also give it a
Of
like?
course.
Why haven't
Do
you
it.
already?
Yeah,
I
how have
liked-
you not
I was-
liked it already?
I was the first person to like it.
She
I'm
was
the
one of
low
the
on
ones who
first
replied
words.
to it, I believe. Yeah, there it is.
Duh. Not
Nice.
even a
Even a
question.
question.
She's already signed
no,
up. Let's
there's a-
go.
I see the question mark there. It is a question.
Oh man.
Love it.
You know,
It would
they
be
could very-
fun.
Yeah, just
they could
when
very easily hope that.
when that moment happened, I was like in a little blanket fort and just watching like this, and I just go, yeah. And, like, I watched with my parents, and my mom doesn't get all of Star Trek, and she just looks at me like, not gonna
You all right,
ask.
Katie?
Just like immediately throw the blankets and everything.
Oh, I was crying so much. I was like, don't give it away. Oh.
That
Thanks,
and
Mom.
then what immediately followed after, I started to cry.
Now that is where I jumped
Oh,
out of my
yeah.
seat and squeed and scared my own cats.
Oh my gosh.
But
Sweet.
my heart. Oh,
Aw.
redacted. It was so good to see. Redacted.
I know.
Oh my
But I was
gosh.
like-
Yes.
But then like the he/she thing took me out of it a little. I was
Yeah.
just like,
Like I actually
why are we
paused just to
back
make
to
sure.
he?
And then
Yeah.
I checked on the cats
Check,
to make sure they
check.
were okay. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And then just turned back and aw.
Wow. I love that moment. Love
Oh.
that moment.
I was not
Yes.
expecting that. And that's what was so great
No.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, everybody, we got a new poll in the live chat, if you can believe that, Claire.
Woohoo!
The question is, would you like to see Denise Crosby return as Sail Away, Sail Away, Sailor?
Yeah.
The options
They do Star
are
Trek
yes,
Sayla. That's the theme song.
C'est la
Enya in
vie.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait, Kenny G did the 30th anniversary special. Why not?
There you go.
Why not?
Oh my gosh.
So what's up with you, Mohammed? Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell us what Star Trek shows you have advised for or spoken to, or can you give us a number? Can you blink twice for no?
Yeah.
So I obviously you all know I've done Discovery because I mean like that's a straightforward one. I have done some for Prodigy because I have permission to say that. The only
Yay!
other thing I'm allowed to say is that I've there's other stuff too which I can't say, but the thing which I can say is I've talked sporadically to Dr. Erin McDonald, like through her, or she might send me like a random text. Is this sentence okay? Sometimes when she sends that, I don't even know what the show is for because it's just like a sentence. like,
Oh wow.
okay, and I'll be watching like, oh, there it is. I just saw it.
But it's probably better that way, right? Because then
It
you're
is.
like, well, that way I don't have to worry about anything or not saying
Exactly.
something. I just
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's this random reference to, and this wasn't one, but like there's a random reference to epigenetics. Sort of like, okay, I don't know where it's showing up, but okay.
let's
That
put
wasn't
it
one.
in
I
the
just made that up as an
AOL chat
example.
boards,
Yeah.
epigenetics.
That was a
AOL
fake
chat
example.
board.
Must be
I don't
fun.
know. Isn't it AOL chat
Okay,
board a
Ronald
thing?
D.
What did,
Moore.
Cat
Yeah.
what did
Is
they,
it still?
what
Yeah.
chat rooms? What
AOL
message
chat
boards?
board? Oh my god.
Mess-
Is AOL
oh
still a
my-
thing legit? I do
Yeah.
not know.
I
People
use
still have
it
the
for
email
my
address.
coupons. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I still have an AOL email.
But back
You
to
get Kohl's,
legacy.
JC Penney. Oh, you're
Back to-
good.
Wow. Okay, so you go to AOL for coupons now? Okay.
I
This is
just-
why I'm
if I
missing out
have-
on the big discounts.
If there's ever like, oh, hey, you need to sign up for our coupons. I'm like, here you go. I created this when I was 7.
Oh my gosh. One of my very first AOL screen names, like back in
Oh, yeah.
1995,
Tell us.
was Janeway 101.
Oh my God.
God.
Oh,
Back when I was on AOL.
Oh.
That didn't last long. I graduated to quote unquote real internet later.
Oh,
I never
nice.
used
I'm
AOL.
obsessed with
It
it.
looked weird.
I had a Bewitched.
We called it
screen.
AO hell
Oh
yeah,
wow.
tracks.
because
Yeah.
sometimes their service was not good. And all those CDs, what do you do with all of their freaking promotional CDs?
What are
Yeah.
those?
What? You don't know what they are?
Melissa is
You got them like every day
Even I know
Befuddled.
what they are.
in the mail.
Yeah, didn't you
The
guys get like
CDs?
tons of AOL?
Tons of
Yeah,
those
they'd
things.
like
Oh my
I
god.
would
get
guess
250
Oh,
hours for free if you
like
just pop a
Columbia
CD
House?
in your drive and sign up.
Columbia House is an
Try
older
AOL.
thing.
Back when they
RCA.
beat out
16
Coffee
CDs for
Serve
1
and
cent.
Prodigy
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Genie.
Prodigy.
there were some others.
Huh.
This is like very proto-internet.
I bought stock in it with my bar mitzvah money.
Ooh,
And then it like
smart.
split 5 times. It was doing so well. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Well
So I
done.
love AOL.
Is that called budding, Mohammed, when the thing reproduces by splitting?
Well, so budding is it's like a full grown thing, and then like something grows off the side. It's imagine like
What's-
a little
what's it
Muhammad growing
called
off
when
my
they just-
shoulder. Binary fission.
Binary. I should have known.
Yeah, binary fission.
Yeah.
Well,
Back to legacy.
Always.
The one person who from Picard who could show up, irrespective of what era it is that young or the early days Soji person from like 2020.
Great point.
Because she went off with the Traveler, so like she could pop in if it's
Yeah.
Discovery era. She could pop in if
Come
it's
on.
Picard era. She
Mhm.
could just show up anytime.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't they
brilliant.
say, well, I guess I don't want to get into too many spoilers just in case people haven't seen the episode, but supposedly episode 9 is going to have another big person reveal, another one
Oh.
that's going to,
Apparently.
you know, a water cooler actor, if you will, a water cooler moment.
And then we know Tim Russ is going to be
Oh.
back because he said he was going to
Yeah,
be
he
in 2
mentioned-
episodes on his social media.
Oh.
He kind of spilled the beans on that one.
Yeah, that was funny. Like that morning, like crack of dawn, he's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm gonna
He
be
pulled a
in 2
Johnny
episodes."
Frakes. What are they gonna do? Fire me?
Yeah.
He needs
Oh,
the
man.
NDA shirt now.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they had Chakotay, because that would mean that he gets found in Prodigy, because this is set later than Prodigy.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my god. Andy had a wedding ring on.
Oh,
Yes, Anne-Marie, yes.
Yes, it's engraved.
Yes.
And he is
I
not
wanna
married to
It's
7.
great.
I want to see a shower
Yeah.
scene with him, and his left butt cheek has a tattoo of Janeway on it.
No, but would it
No?
be the like fake stand-in?
Oh god.
They already did an episode called Tattoo.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah,
Good knowledge.
and there was that band, that Russian band. All the things you said, right? Those guys. Through my head.
Pussy Riot.
Gosh.
We can say that, right?
What?
Why not?
Or-
No, I don't
Just
know.
the name of a band. That's
But
all.
it's
all
not a
good.
shower scene, it's a bathtub scene.
Well, if you're on Enterprise, it's a shower scene. If
That's
you're on
true.
Voyager, it's a bathtub scene.
Gosh.
Oh man.
Kimber Spores says she's all about that C7 life.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, she said
okay.
JC. I just wanted to see.
Okay. I should have read the comment. That's better.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not what it says.
Wait a second.
I'm a liar.
It's
Oh.
April Fool's.
You're just mean. That's what you are.
I just lie a lot. Fun.
What else are you
What?
lying about, Ryan?
What was the
Yeah.
first
I
day
could
of
write
Star
a
Trek
So
and Chill?
much.
What do you ask, Mohammed?
So what was the first day of Star Trek and Chill? I remember this was the 50th, but I didn't remember
Oh,
what the
it
first
was
day was.
BTC4, so
Mhm.
March
Yeah.
18th.
March 18th.
Good memory.
Yeah, I think
mean,
it was exactly March
BTC3.
18th.
I mean,
Right.
BTC3.
Yeah. I was
Wow.
like, we just did
Amory, you
this
nerd.
before.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing.
awesome. So it's been over a year. Wow.
Yes.
But I guess we didn't do one at Star Trek Las Vegas.
Didn't do one during Star Trek Las Vegas. Didn't do one during the Star Trek cruise last year.
Right.
And there may have been one other time, but I don't.
Yeah, there was another time that
What
you
was
were
the
out
other
of
one?
town.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Fucking Ryan. Anyway, so I don't think we've missed. No, I think we've missed the main viewer a couple times as well for Star Trek
Yeah.
Las Vegas and for that.
Yeah.
So basically, hey, everybody at home, we're giving you like 50 episodes a year. That's pretty darn good. I mean, if you average the two, it's 49.5 per year each. That's pretty darn good. So that's like 100 episodes or 99 episodes per year combined. And Melissa's going to start a live show for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays too.
Oh
So
my
then it's
God.
going to be like,
What?
Whoa.
tell them, Melissa.
What are you doing? Is this a lie again, Ryan?
I can say
Yeah.
Pearl still.
Yeah.
Phil's
Alright.
lies.
Tell me lies. Tell me.
Just say
sweet
Emotion might
little
have something to
lies.
say
I
about you
love
being on
that
the
great
computer for
song.
3 live
I
streams a
love that
week.
song.
It's a great song. Who sings that one?
Fleetwood
Fleetwood
Mac.
Mac.
Oh, it is. Okay. And everybody knows, of course, Liar by Henry Rollins, which is a legendary
yeah.
song from the 90s. Oh, such a good Liar song.
Okay, hold
Beavis and
on.
Butthead watched
And
that
then there's-
video.
Then there's Crack the Liar's Smile by Drain STH, that female rock band out of Sweden.
Okay,
Any other songs that talk
sorry
about
to
lying or
interrupt
liars?
this.
Oh,
You have to check your Facebook Messenger because I just sent you a really great screenshot.
you
from
interrupted
LeVar
liar
Burton.
songs
Yeah,
for
but
that?
when it's a LeVar Burton adorable tweet, yes.
Oh, I think I
okay.
know. What I
Oh,
love
somebody.
how much
Okay, in
everyone
the
has
comments.
embraced it.
Yes. I think
Oh my
Kimber
gosh.
Explorer, somebody mentioned this. So I was like, wait, what?
Chuck A has a fantastic suggestion.
All right, that's pretty
And I
good.
don't know if you guys know this right now, but on YouTube, you can watch a live stream of Murph hatching.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm guessing
gosh.
because it's timed with
Aw.
Easter.
Oh.
You know, he has
Oh.
hatched, he has risen.
So
Yay.
the tweet
Yeah.
from Star Trek on Paramount Plus says,
Yeah.
everybody join us in
Happy
wishing
birthday.
a happy birthday to Star Trek Picard's Ed Spaliers. We're so glad to have you in the Star Trek universe. LeVar Burton replies, happy birthday, Ed, and stay the hell away from my daughter.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no, no, no.
gosh. He does not
No, no,
approve
no,
of
no, no.
LaCrush.
LaCrush
That's
has to be a
awesome.
thing.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
want him
be
to
a
eventually
thing.
like show up at a con with a LaCrush shirt on and just
Oh.
accept it.
Oh my gosh.
But it was been amazing to see the cast interacting with people on Twitter. Like, because when Star Trek The Next Generation was up, you did not have that.
No.
And so now it's like, yeah, you can tweet with Jonathan Frakes or Terry Matalis or whoever you want from the show. It's so cool.
Crazy.
It's like a show with the show.
Yeah.
Reginald DJ Thomas says, wow, March 18th, right after my birthday. When is your birthday, Reginald DJ Thomas? Our good friend Darth Shuey's dad, Frank Shuey, that everybody knows from the party bus at Star Trek Las Vegas and all kinds of other stuff. He's a March 17th baby. That's why he's always drunk.
Yo!
I don't know if he really is, but he's a St. Patrick's Day baby. He's March 17th. So let us know your birthday, Reginald.
Cool. Love
Well,
that
back to
guy.
Katie's comment too. I mean, it's true. Like that. And it was amazing. These showrunners, which like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how busy they must be.
My
But they're
God.
like so responsive all the time on Twitter. You know, and you mentioned Terry
Yeah.
Matalis as an example, but it's also true
Oh,
for you know
Aaron
the
Walke.
Hagemans and
Yeah.
Hageman.
Class.
They're
Yeah.
all on Twitter.
Michelle is fantastic. Everybody like it's
Also,
just, they're all
Flying
fantastic.
Lobster. Every time he likes one of my tweets, I'm like, oh my God, I love Strange New Worlds. This guy's amazing.
Yeah.
You got such a cool background, Mohammed.
Yeah.
How did I miss that it said Star Trek and Chill
Yeah.
number 50 that whole time? I didn't even notice that. I was just too busy looking at our pictures. I didn't even I was trying to figure out what day it was. I think I can pinpoint. It was maybe like 3 weeks ago.
I think that's about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I almost used last week,
but
but I think Katie wasn't there and Anne-Marie didn't have the Star Trek and Chill background.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Okay, I thought you did. I thought you did a screenshot of tonight's.
No. I didn't have time. I like ran in
Well,
the door. and
now
came
that
up
it's
here.
not.
You're supposed to know everything, Anne Marie.
Oh, this is amazing.
I just left a gap where my body is.
I
because I
need to
didn't want
do
to cut
some more
somebody
highlights
out.
Oh,
magazine
that's perfect.
memory
Oh.
exercises.
So Reginald, mystery solved. His birthday is March 7th.
Okay.
Melissa H says, my mom is March 17th. Easy to
Oh.
always remember her B-Day. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Would it be totally against the rules if we talked about grilled cheese sandwiches? Because I wanted to talk
No, it's
about
not
that.
at all.
Why
We
do
talk
you
about food
this
here.
so much? But in
I'm just-
particular, grilled cheese
Even just the
sandwich.
thought of a grilled cheese sandwich makes me hungry. By the way, I think grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly are the only two sandwiches where you're allowed to call them sandwiches, right?
Mm.
You could say grilled cheese sandwich. You can say peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you can't be like banh mi sandwich. That's just
ice
come
cream
on.
sandwich.
BLT
That's
sandwich.
redundant.
Yeah,
Ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich. Okay,
But is it
maybe.
real? Yeah. Okay. It's that whole thing
Sandwich?
of like, what is soup? Is cereal soup?
or
Chili soup.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh man, that one.
damn it.
The best cereal I ever made was I poured goldfish into a bowl, like those yummy
I
Pepperidge
do
Farm
not even want
crackers
to hear
goldfish.
this.
And then I poured nacho cheese on it, and then I just ate it
Oh
like
my
cereal.
gosh.
Very good.
Okay,
Your
I say
Body
this
didn't
with
just
love,
quit
Ryan.
at that moment.
Wow.
This sounds like the trashiest, most amazing dinner ever.
Yeah.
Make a grilled
And it was
cheese
0
sandwich. Do you
calories,
ever-
by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what did you
Totally.
say, Mohammed?
Yeah.
I
There
shit
you
the
go.
calories out.
When you make a grilled cheese sandwich, do you ever put like a little bit of mayonnaise inside it before you grill it?
No.
I know some
Dare
people who
you.
do that. They swear by it, saying it's like so much better.
Huh.
I know
Just
a
a
dude
little
that
bit of
put
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise on
swear
his
by my
PB and
mom's.
J sandwich too.
Oh,
Barf.
yeah, I don't know
Ugh,
about
no,
that.
no.
Yeah.
I don't like peanut butter, so for about 13 years of my life, I had jelly sandwiches every single day for my sack lunch for school.
Wow.
So
Oh man.
that started the problem with sugar, and it just kind of kept going.
Oh man. I bet that got old really quick. Like there's only so many different types
Oh.
of jam.
Yeah, oh, and it was
Right?
only the grape jelly. You just pop that on the sandwich.
That's it?
13 years. My poor
That's
mother had to
torture.
make that every day.
That's torture.
Chris-
And I'm sorry you don't like peanut butter because that does change
Yeah.
everything.
I'm missing out on a
does.
lot, but
Yeah. Ooh.
Chris Marshall in the live chat asked, "How stoned were you, Ryan?" But other people are on my side with that one. They say that sounds good. But let us know in the by the way, Glenn Iverson says grilled cheese sandwiches go great with Heinz baked beans, the ones that are packed in tomato sauce.
They sure
Let's
do.
go.
That sounds pretty good. So in the live chat, everybody, here's the question. What is the best grilled cheese sandwich? What kind of bread? What kind of cheese? Whatever you want to say. If somebody said, I will make you the best grilled cheese sandwich ever, what would you tell that person? Say, okay, then I want Hawaiian bread with blue cheese and spit. Just kidding, that sounds bad. I don't like blue cheese. That's why it sounds
What
Oh,
do
blue
you
cheese
know?
is great.
No.
I love blue cheese.
I have a real good answer.
Let's hear it.
Okay, sourdough bread with butter.
Okay.
You toast it, of course, with pepper jack and sharp cheddar.
Mm.
Yum.
Hmm.
see, I'm like very much basic with this. Yours is fancy. I'm like, go to the bread aisle, find the cheapest thick cut white bread you can get, slap some American cheese on that, butter the outside, boom, boom. That's
Look,
it.
there's nothing wrong with Kraft Singles and Wonder Bread. It gets the job done.
Exactly. And it's such a nostalgic taste. Just
It really is. Like those simple carbs. Yeah.
all
You know,
the
here's the
carbs.
thing though, is with the sourdough, I feel like it enables the sharp cheddar to come out,
Yeah,
but then the
that is
Mm.
spiciness of the
That's
pepper jack at the same
gourmet
time. And it is delish.
I'm thinking of like a grilled cheese sandwich with brie, but I'm trying to think of a second cheese that would complement that, because I don't think brie would go do it by itself. Maybe like a Swiss or
Maybe
Port,
a good Swiss.
Port Salut is my favorite cheese in the world. If anybody knows Port Salut, it's like a semi-soft. So it's kind of in between a brie and a Gouda. It's kind of in between those.
Yeah.
No,
Gouda's
it's like
always
in
a good
between.
base.
Yeah, a smoked Gouda. No, it's more like an in between a brie and a Munster, I would say. It's kind of.
If you have brie, could you
So-
put a
so
thin
freaking
slice
good.
of apple in there too?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I
Oh,
love
sure.
Green apple.
Green
Yeah.
apple Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh.
Okay,
Hmm.
so let's see what the live chat is saying, and then we'll get back to Star Trek, because that's way more important than grilled cheese sandwiches, I'm sure.
Nah.
Melissa
True.
H says, whole wheat bread, Gruyere cheese, avocado, and mayo spread.
Okay.
Glenn Iverson
Oh.
says sourdough only works if it's the real stuff directly from San Francisco. Otherwise, it's brioche and cheddar. Mona says,
Okay.
pumpernickel bread with sharp cheddar cheese and sliced tomatoes. Yes.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Pumpernickel.
Anything with
One
Yes.
Trek
tomatoes is good.
fan, the Canadian, says, I would have sourdough bread with Velveeta, Canada. Let's
Is
see.
Velveeta really cheese? Can we talk about that?
Wait,
It's
what?
definitely not cheese.
Velveeta? Oh, yeah.
From
I
one
mean, you don't have to
Canadian the
refrigerate
next.
that, right?
It's like
I don't even
margarine
know.
is to butter. It's
Like
Close,
spam is
but
to anything.
Different chemicals. then.
Can't even focus. Now I'm like, what am I gonna wear when Walter's on?
Oh my gosh.
Lisa Mackey, also a Canadian
Lisa.
out in Montreal, says fresh bread from the bakery, real cheddar sliced yourself with caramelized onions. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hookah Hair says Dave's killer white bread, pimento cheese grilled.
Dave's bread is very good.
All right.
Scott Jensen says pepper jack on everything. Dave Gregory says smoked Gouda. Shag 840 says I like to eat grilled cheese with my friend Brie too. Oh, that's fun. Tara says Port Salute. Tara, I can't be the only one who knows about Port Salute, right? Anybody in the live? It's so freaking good. Sorry, it's really. You know what I like best about it? The taste, obviously.
Okay.
Could have been the texture, but yeah.
Bob D says Applewood smoked cheddar is fabulous on grilled cheese. Whew.
Heck yeah.
what if you did like a mac and cheese grilled cheese?
Ooh.
Because
Heck
we have
yes.
a mac and cheese festival coming up in my town. I think it's like
Oh,
next week or something.
What?
And I seem to think that someone had a mac and cheese grilled cheese stand. So
Go
I
for
might have
that.
to report
Wow.
back. I'll do an away mission. I'll be right back.
That sounds like the best
Wow.
Midwestern thing ever.
Oh yeah. You got mac and cheese with barbecue, mac and cheese with sandwiches. You can't, it's just so good. You can't
If you like blue cheese, which I know several of you don't, if you like blue cheese, a little bit of blue cheese over watermelon is ridiculously good.
Really?
You wouldn't think
Never
so.
in a
but it's,
million
like,
years would I have
ridiculously
thought
good.
that.
My mom got me
Never
to
would
try,
have
I was
put that
like,
together.
What on earth? This is
So
amazing.
is feta.
Really?
Yeah.
Feta
It's
and
similar
watermelon.
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm Greek and I hate feta with a burning passion.
Oh, that's
Well,
Oh.
Feta's not too
Can't
fond of you
stand
either.
The smell.
What's wrong with the smell?
I don't know. It's just
It does
if I can whip,
smell.
I'm just like
It's potent.
I'm a
It does
mozzarella
taste
girl.
delicious.
If it's in a Zelnik or like spanakopita, then okay.
Mm,
But just raw
spanakopita.
feta. Ricotta cheese.
I don't know. Like
now
honestly,
that,
all cheese
slaps.
smells.
fair.
I don't love ricotta.
French
So actually,
cheese.
Katie, you and I should hang out so we can trade. I'll give you all my ricotta and you give me all your feta.
That works perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of ricotta either, but feta's
I eat it by the
great.
spoonful. I'll
Wow.
just have
That
it for a
is
snack.
awesome.
Do you like gorgonzola?
No.
No.
No?
No, okay, we agree on that one.
Wasn't
We'll just
that-
throw out
Yeah.
the gorgonzola.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so good.
Okay.
God, it's great in
Emery's already
lasagna.
looking up outfits, just like
I
okay.
know. I'm like,
Which one am I
what do
picking?
wear? I don't know if I have any
So-
TOS shirts.
Back to
Yeah.
Star Trek Legacy.
Oh yeah, Star Trek. Hi.
That show.
Do
Grilled
you
cheese and
think
chill.
it's actually going to happen?
Oh, you think it's
Maybe.
you think it might be like Star Trek 4 team?
Well, I mean,
I-
like, because the fans
4,000.
went nuts for Captain Pike, and so they actually made a Pike series. You know, the fans are going nuts at the thought of Star Trek Legacy, and this time the potential showrunner is actually pushing hard for it. So that means it.
And the
Yeah.
actors.
Might have
And the
legs.
actors.
And
yeah.
that petition's growing.
Which
Yep.
actors?
All
of
the
them.
TNG, like
yeah.
even LeVar Burton was talking about it on The View.
I can't
All
imagine
of them are
Patrick
pushing for it.
Stewart wants to do it.
Well, at
Well,
New York
he's-
Comic Con,
probably
he
not.
actually was the one who said he wanted to keep doing it.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Oh
But
really?
I mean,
Maybe
Legacy
if
is
it's not
not
focused on him.
He had said he
Right.
didn't want it to be done. No, that was he actually said he would love to continue it. He didn't say it didn't need to be focused on him, but like the Legacy show, I don't think like obviously would not be a continuation. But he totally was like, yeah, I'd do more. So
Well, and just think how easy it would be to just do Star Trek Legacy. You have the new characters, but maybe every week you have a previous guest star in an episode or pop in. It could be like a whole it just makes your heart feel happy thinking about it. And I hope that's what's driving Paramount to maybe greenlight it too.
It's hitting all the nostalgia feels, that's for sure. And look, it did happen once before. So if they have the numbers behind it, I really do think that Paramount might consider it. It's not impossible at all.
I think it would be a wise choice for them to consider it.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Well, because
I think it would be a very wise choice for them to consider it.
Well,
if you think about
like
Discovery
Star Trek
coming to an
anthology.
end. Yeah, if Discovery's coming to an end, you have a gap that you can fill that with a show that isn't going to be competing with another one that's running live action at the same time because it's just Strange New Worlds. So
Starfleet Academy
and Starfleet Academy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
So I keep getting those two
Legacy
mixed
would
up. I
replace-
get those. two
Legacy
mixed
would
up.
replace Picard though. So
Mhm.
that would still keep them at about 5. But who knows if they still want to do 5? Maybe they did 5 and they're like, whoa, that was crazy. That was too much.
Keep saying
Maybe the
Section
sweet spot's
31 is
4.
dead. And then, but also Alex Kurtzman was up until recently, like in interviews, also mentioning this, what he was calling anthology, which sounds like Legacy could be that.
Right.
And maybe it would be.
Well,
Yeah.
and
You do a
or they
season with
could
these
do-
people, then another with them, and another group, and that'd be
Or
pretty
like
cool.
even mini
Someone
The
get
Wire,
Scott
but Star Trek.
Bakula, drag him
Right.
back into the room.
Ah,
We're giving it
yes.
another season, man.
So by the
You
time it
could
comes out,
also-
sorry. No,
Go
please,
ahead.
you, please.
Such
was
a
gonna
Midwestern interaction.
No, you go. No, you go.
No, I was just gonna say they could do other series like Picard, short series, where it's not, 7 years or however
Yeah.
long. They could do a short series anthology,
Trek Cisco.
Legacy. Yeah.
And if it's an anthology like of finished Trek series, it actually could include Discovery.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah.
So by the time it comes out, Discovery will be done, so that they can have an episode with like Saru again. And
How cool would
his
it be?
wedding with
Yeah.
Serena?
How cool would it be if after Discovery ends, every once in a while we get to revisit some of our old friends
Totally.
like
I
Saru.
feel like that's what Star Trek Academy will give us.
Oh
There's
yeah,
some
good point.
rumblings
Probably.
that
We
is
need
the
to. Where are they
plan.
now?
Yeah.
Mm.
That'd
Yeah.
be
I could
nice.
pick
I
up
think-
people left off too, like Laurel and stuff like that. People who were left off in the earlier
Right.
seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Laurel is going to pop up in section
You
31.
need to. in
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Something.
She's so
So
set up
badly.
for that. Yeah. If the show ever does happen, she's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
it's nice.
that's where when it takes place.
Even
Or
if like it
Strange New
say
Worlds.
doesn't get greenlit or anything, it just goes to show that there's going to always be more content that can be made in the Star Trek universe, and the fans will take it. So it helps us in the next decade or two. There'll still be ideas roaming around, even if they aren't putting 5 out at the same time.
Mhm. And Marie, you're right. Discovery or Strange New Worlds came from Discovery, right? So Strange New Worlds basically just takes place right after Discovery season 2. So yeah, Laurel can just pop up anytime in Strange New Worlds, and it wouldn't be a stretch in any way.
Yeah.
No.
Be awesome.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. We need
Which
some follow up with
reminds
her.
me, make sure you're following Noah AK because he just announced that his Type 1 Trekkie like Kickstarter, he sent out an update that his movie's ready. It's
Oh,
about that his like short film, or I'm not sure how long it is, but with Anthony Rapp and Mary Wiseman that he directed and made. That's
Wow,
kind
cool.
of, that also like incorporates type 1 diabetes in the plot to raise awareness. That's
Cool.
you can
Cool.
I'm not sure if it's ready yet or very soon. I need to go back and look at the website because I mean I'm dying to see it and I backed it. But yeah, make sure you're following Noah AK to see that. He said it was like the hardest thing he's ever done. It was so much work, but such a passion project. And everybody's been
That's
very
awesome.
supportive. We just love him.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We love that dude.
Yeah.
I think technically a short film is considered less than 45 minutes, something like
Yeah,
that.
so I'm not
Mohammed,
sure.
Dr. Mohammed Noor, what is the hardest thing you've ever done?
hardest thing I've ever done, like of any kind.
Yep.
Give me a minute to think about that one. I don't know.
thought this
That's
was
a
going
tough
in a whole
one.
different direction. Like,
Yeah,
should
no,
I
that
talk
came
about
out
that
came
on
out
air.
blue there. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I nothing jumps to mind. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Take
Do I
your
have to
time
have
with
actually
it.
done it successfully? Or could I have just failed repeatedly?
No.
Yeah.
As Matt Boardman said earlier today, he said that he had quite the difficulties with calculus, I believe it was. He said that he had 2 run-ins with calculus. He lost both battles and is still limping from the second one.
Oh, brutal.
I can relate.
Calculus.
Oh.
You don't.
I
Yeah.
love
By the
calculus.
way, everybody, don't forget there is a huge announcement on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. That's 4 days from now on the main viewer. Everybody's going to go nuts for it. Hopefully. And that will be announced live on Tuesday on the main viewer. So don't forget to tune in for that. Man, we are going to spoil you next week. We got announcements. We got Walter
We got
Koenig
Walter
coming to
Koenig.
tell everybody
Yeah.
jokes.
Yes.
Gonna
I
be a
guess
good
I
one.
guess I have an answer that's kind of a dark one.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess it was in college. You know, I have a really good friend of mine passed away very suddenly. And I was one of the first people told, and I had to go tell our other friends about it. Like, oof.
Oh.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, you're right. I regret asking that question.
Yeah.
Why would I do such a stupid thing?
Oh.
It goes to show how good a friend you were.
Yeah.
You're one
I had to do
Yes.
it. I had to do it. So
Oh, that is painful. That's very painful.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Muhammad, what's the most fun thing you've ever done?
Being
Was
on
it
Star
like a
Trek and
wet
Chill with
banana?
all of you.
Okay.
Oh,
You guys remember the wet banana?
Yes.
The slip and slide thing?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
Amory, don't look at me
why
like
is it
that.
called wet banana?
Not because of what
The
you're
80s were
thinking.
different, man.
I thought they were just called slip and slide.
Yeah. But I think there was like a second brand called. You know what I
It
used
was
to
the
do
knockoff.
I would
I
get
remember
2
right.
of the
Yeah.
slip and slides. Thank you. And I would put them next one on top of or one after the other. So it doubled
Yeah,
the length
for a
of
big
it.
one.
Wow.
That's what you
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Target
Or you
has
just
like
found the
adult
cool
kiddie
neighbors
pools.
who had one.
Yes. No, Target has adult kiddie pools, which kind of is contradictory, but they have like this whole adult line of outdoor slip and slides and pools and stuff. And that's probably going to take some of my paycheck next week.
Oh, nice.
It just looks like fun.
Is
Oh,
it
If I
warm
hadn't
enough
seen
for
it,
any
that?
of
I
those
would look
that-
into that.
Yeah, just take it to Times Square, Anne Marie, and
Yeah.
just zip on through.
You could probably charge
temperature?
for
Seen any of those
admission.
at the store.
Yeah,
What's the temperature where you are, Katie?
I think it's like in the 20s tonight. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. Once
That
we
wouldn't
get
be
to
very
the
fun in the
50s,
pool.
it's balmy. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, our good friend Chris Marshall says, that's awesome. I have type 1 diabetes. It's a horrible disease, and there is no reason we shouldn't have a cure for it by now.
Mm.
And that's interesting because that's what we've heard a few people say in various programs is, you know, like they saw how the world rushed and came together to get vaccinations and vaccines and treatments for COVID-19. And meanwhile, they've been afflicted by a disease for the
Wow.
last 15 years. And they say, how come
Money.
they didn't all
Well,
come together for
because-
that? And I don't know the
Well,
answer
the
because I don't know anything
vaccine is
about
just
medicine.
made like all other vaccines. So it just was the process of like isolating things and making the vaccines and then rolling it out versus I did type 1 research for years. So that's like a whole new thing. And you just have to learn all of these new things and like advances are being made. It's just that's primary totally new research as opposed to just using the same stencil. So
Well, and it also goes to
unfortunately,
show
that's why.
if you have a lot of the world's governments paying money to help boost this research, it goes a long way to help. So hopefully more and more people will start focusing on the things that affect us all.
Well, the big thing is, of course, just the cost of insulin, because it's ridiculous how much more it costs in the United States
Exactly.
than like so many other places in the
Yeah.
world. That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially since the original patent was sold for $1. They said that it should have been for
Yeah.
everyone. And
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, freaking capitalism.
Well,
Those
and
dicks.
the one guy who, did he buy the patent or something? And now he's charging. This is getting into
there's like
very
one
different
person who
territory,
tried
but
to patent the process of purifying the insulin rather than just insulin itself.
But
These are the rabbit holes I go down on YouTube in the morning.
Cost of insulin and more than quadrupled the cost of insulin for people. But I don't remember the specific names and what happened.
I don't know anything about medicine.
You know, Dr. Embry?
I mean,
Sounds
I
like
just
a
know that
patent
it's
troll.
there are patent problems for everything in America, obviously. And yes, because you need it every day, it's ridiculous that you have to pay for it. And get
Right now, the
gouged.
live chat is all talking about who the oldest person is in the oldest Star Trek fan. So that's kind of fun.
They say, "Oh, put it on screen like that'd be me."
The question
Aw.
was asked
In the
by
world?
Reginald.
No.
And by the way, Reginald, we see you. You're very helpful on Twitter. He's been tweeting around for us and helping to promote.
Yes.
So we really appreciate
Cool.
you. Big shout out to him.
Oh, last week on Thursday, I went to the grocery store, and there's this like super
Certainly
young person checked me
newsworthy.
out. Yeah, no, so this person checked me
Well,
out.
she
I know at
checked
the
you
end
out.
it's like it was like not that kind of. There's a
Why
5%
not
discount.
both?
There's a 5% discount at the bottom for senior citizens discount. Like,
Yeah.
I took it because I was
Oh,
like, you know what, it's
Wait,
cheaper.
that's
I'll take
awesome.
Yeah, just thank you, but also, man.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
did
not
she
there
card
yet.
you at least?
Yeah.
Or
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides Muhammad, the first one of us that gets a senior citizen discount has to admit it live on this show when it happens.
I can guarantee you it won't be me.
You never know,
No.
Katie.
I
You
got
never
an oil
know.
change yesterday, and the guy was wondering if I was old enough to be driving the car.
come on.
I'm like, sir, I'm 26. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
26,
carded for the
boy,
rest
you're
of my
Like, what
getting
are
life.
people
there.
supposed to look like for their age? I feel like this is a very skewed thing. People, I don't know. People can look really young at a very old age. People can look old at a very young age. It's
Like the Dutch.
so many. Wow, we brought up a hot wire here.
I know. I can.
What do you
never
have?
find-
What's going on with the Dutch, Ryan?
They know what they did.
Okay.
They know. Inventing those ovens and stuff. Anyway.
All right. So who's gonna get oldest first after Mohammed Noor?
Yeah, it's
Oh, let's see.
probably going to be me because I don't moisturize.
Oh, see.
I don't-
That'll do it.
Well, I moisturize. I was born in 81.
You're 10 years.
Everybody in the
younger than me.
live chat, let us know. Do you moisturize?
What's your
Because this-
skincare regimen?
Are we that
Yeah,
desperate
what's-
for polls, Ryan?
Moisturize me.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So like Zoe Wanamaker is in a show downstairs. Like I can see it from my window,
What's
and I'm
that?
always looking out the window because she's the
Sounds
one who
like a
says
video game.
moisturize me from Doctor Who.
Oh my
So
god.
then I was like, wait, should I carry like moisturizer in my bag? And then if I see her do a photo op. I
Oh
just
my
was like,
God.
Was she that like skin thing that was like
Yes.
stretched out? Oh my god, that
Yes.
was so disturbing.
Yeah.
I
It
have
was
to
so
find.
disturbing.
There was a person who cosplayed as Cassandra, and
Oh.
it was glorious.
Wow.
They were beautiful.
How?
Basically they had a black onesie on, and then they put their face in this cloth and like did all the makeup and attached this frame to their body, and they were walking
and
around
had
with
some
the
boy
Mr. bottle.
toys on.
Oh my
they were walking around with the
gosh.
Mister, and they're like, "Do you want to moisturize me?"
Oh
and like,
my
if you didn't know
God.
like if you're Ryan and you're just normal, you would not understand what was
That's
going
not
on.
a-
You'd interpret that
wanna
very
know.
differently.
Yeah.
It could be kind of like the Loaxana suitcase.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar.
You guys, I
God.
just realized something that we must ask.
Oh.
But
Some people celebrate Easter, some don't. But what is your favorite Easter candy or
Oh.
Easter realm? I
Oh.
know, Melissa, I know. Melissa is not a Peeps girl. She's probably a chocolate Easter bunny girl.
No,
Are you?
they're always a letdown.
They kind of are.
Truth.
I like the
One of
little
those-
robin eggs and also the Cadbury, although they've gotten too
Yes.
sweet for me.
And they've gotten so expensive. I hate to be that
Yeah.
grumpy guy.
Oh wow!
But I
East
remember
England
getting
sent
them
me
for like
some Cadbury little eggs with candy coating.
They
Oh,
used
the
to be
chocolate- the
a
hard chocolate
quarter
ones?
each.
Those
I
are my
love those.
favorite.
Chocolate orange.
They looked like
Yeah.
real birds' eggs.
Yeah, those
but also,
I love
like,
those.
Those are
Yeah.
amazing.
I love those Fannie Mae chocolate bunnies. Oh, they're so
Ooh.
good. I go after like the
Fannie
day
Mae.
after Easter so that they're not like insanely expensive.
Yeah.
So good.
Chris Marshall agrees. Cadbury eggs. Aaron also says Cadbury cream eggs. Mona says jelly beans. Yum.
I love
Melissa says cascarones. I don't know that one. Confetti eggs are the best part of Easter. Tara says Passover gelt is basic, but it gets the job done.
Oh, I thought it said gel. I was like, gel. What is that?
And Tara or Tara, I believe. I love Cadbury cream eggs. Reginald says boiled eggs all day. Chuck A says the yolk is on me. Wayner says white chocolate Easter bunnies, and I haven't found any this year. Ouch.
Aw, that's a
Linda
shame.
Anderegg says Russell Stover chocolate covered marshmallow eggs.
No candy corn.
Nice. Those are very
Glenn-
those
No
are good.
way.
Those
Glenn
are
also
good.
says he loves
Sorry
Passover
about it.
gelt. Very nice.
That
Oh,
was a strong
BC
reaction.
says
Passover gelt thing. I thought we had to eat like cherubs, macaroons.
BC
and all that
says
stuff.
I know Char's answer.
He sure does.
Oh,
What is it?
Well, do you want to take a guess?
Something with
I
peanut
know this
butter.
though.
Maybe.
Black licorice jelly bellies. That's what
Ryan
it
in
is.
for the non-answer. He is in for the Jet Reno answer.
No, I'm like,
I
wait,
found
Peeps.
one of the Cassandra cosplays that I ran into. If you'll let me indulge me, Ryan, would it be okay
Yep.
if I shared it?
Yep.
Oh gosh, let's see. There we go. Beautiful. This wasn't even really a
Oh.
cosplay.
Oh my
They
God.
just
Yeah.
kind of wheeled it around,
Yeah.
but
Love
Wow.
amazingly disturbed. Get into Doctor Who, Ryan, then you can join the cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. Really excited to watch a bed sheet.
We can tell. We can tell.
Char, don't leave us in suspense. Please tell us.
Come on.
It's Reese's eggs, of course.
Oh,
Wow.
yum.
Reese's are the perfect ratio of peanut butter to chocolate of any candy made. So, Monday morning, I'm going to Target. I'm going to my local drugstore. I am buying all the 50% off chocolate I can possibly buy. Well, that's chocolate, the chocolate peanut butter, the Reese's,
Right.
specifically the eggs, because they are the best. But we got to tide us over until Halloween because that's the next big holiday where they have holiday Reese's.
I remember,
This is
when
a
my kids
job.
were young, they talked about that drought of candy between Easter and
Why,
Halloween.
Yes.
why aren't there like 4th of July Reese's where they're like
a
flags, but
great
the whole
point.
thing, like a whole rectangle of peanut butter? Come on.
You can have
got
one of those
Halloween.
ribbons be chocolate and then another be peanut butter, and you can have different
Just no. Keep it simple for them. Just peanut butter. Peanut butter, a rectangle of peanut butter. Put a little bit of chocolate on it. Fine, but give me peanut butter.
I just want to point out in the live chat that there's a revolt going, and some of you might find it
no.
revolting, but I don't. Linda Anderegg says black jelly beans. One Trek fan says I enjoy black licorice.
Yeah.
Mona says black licorice is nasty. Oh wait, no, that's not good. She says black licorice is nasty. Aaron says black licorice is the goat. So
More for
I
y'all.
think
Black
three
licorice is
people
nice,
a
kind of
majority.
like a very burning shot that you take.
Yes.
It's
Yummy.
interesting, but you can't match the sensation.
Burning
Ouzo with lemon
shock.
juice. I highly recommend.
There you go. Well, and you know what's funny is you mentioned going to the store and getting the half off candy. Being Greek Orthodox, our Easter isn't until the next weekend, so we get the half off candy this year too.
Oh, that's the best.
Nice.
Nice.
Otherwise, you'd miss out, right? That's a shame.
Exactly. Gotta love
That's
that old
always the
calendar.
best thing is the day after Easter, you just get a bunch of cheap candy.
Hell
Delicious.
yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
Jelly
Katie.
beans in July.
Yeah.
We
That
do
So
that.
means
everybody-
all year.
We got to talk about the week ahead real quick.
Oh.
Yesterday, it's not ahead, but there are 6 heads here, so that's kind of something.
More for my background.
Yesterday, that's true. On the 7th rule, we had our review of Picard season 3, episode 8. So after you've seen Picard episode 8 of season 3 entitled Surrender, go check out the review with myself, Sirach Lofton, and Melissa Longo. She is not wearing that Stembolt and Chill shirt though, but she'll be wearing another special shirt. You never know. Then on Sunday, if you go over to the 7th Rule YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific time, that is 12 p.m. Eastern time, we will have for you the premiere of the first segment of Checks Notes.
Too short a season.
Too short a season, I bet. With, of course, Denise Crosby joining us. Or as Eve England made the joke, that it's not too short of a season, it's too long of a season because she's not enjoying season 1 of The Next Generation.
No, when it's less than forever, it's
That was
so
a funny
good.
joke.
Poor Denise.
So everybody go check that out. And then right after that, we will have a segment of a Deep Space Nine deep dive, season 1, episode 3, if I remember correctly, A Man Alone. So check those out on Oh, so that is past prologue. Thanks, guys. And then Monday, more 7th Rule fun at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We will have our full review of The Big Goodbye. That is Next Generation episode, season 1, episode 11, The Big Goodbye, with, of course, Denise Crosby and Harvey Jason, who was a fantastic guest. You're going to love him. Check it out, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then on Tuesday, move on. Tuesday is the big day, they say. Right here on this channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, live. We'll have a special guest. We'll make a special announcement, and it will change the face of Star Trek forever.
Reese's might even make chocolate for it.
Wow.
From the Delta Shield?
Fun.
Oh,
I
that'd be
already know what it
amazing.
would look like. And then lastly, of course, you can go over on Wednesday to the Falling Tower YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time for the Watch the First podcast with actor Josh Sussman of Glee and many other things like Superstore. And he is so much fun. He's
Wizards
such a
of Waverly
delight.
Place.
He's the best
Yes.
guest. Oh my god.
He's
And
great.
we are doing all new shows in April. And this show is called History of the World Part 2, the long awaited.
Nice.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's about it. Dr. Muhammad Noor, thanks for hanging out with us on
Thanks for inviting me.
Friday.
Yeah.
Always so busy.
Good to see you
Where
all.
can people find you online?
At Mafnoor, M-A-F like Frank, N like November, O-O-R on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever you like, or YouTube. Or sorry, not YouTube. Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, is what I meant to say, or YouTube at Biotrekkie, B-I-O-T-R-E-K-K-I-E. Thank you.
Next time you say N as in November, can you say November rain? Nice.
Love that
Sweet.
song.
Yeah. What about you, Shar?
Yeah. I got back on Twitter because there's things I might not
Okay,
be promoting
now I'm
in
like
the future.
celebrating because I'm like, I miss Shar on Twitter so much.
I'm very
Misery
conflicted
loves
about this.
company.
I hate the person in charge and the things that he's doing on the network, but I really did miss Trek Twitter. it like that aspect of it, getting back into that. Oh my gosh, it really is cool. I love it. I missed it. But also, you have to have some sort of social media presence to promote yourself for certain things. And
Necessary evil.
I caved and I finally did it. So find me at ohtheprofanity.com. I'm basically just starting over with that account. It's the same name, but I was gone long enough to where that deleted my data. So it's brand
That's what
spanking
happened.
new.
Okay.
Oh,
That just
clean.
reminded me I didn't have you on first.
Yeah,
the
it's
words
fresh.
again
It's
yet.
clean. I'll corrupt it soon enough though.
Don't say it's fresh and clean, and then your handle is the profanity. Those two things don't
great.
vibe together.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. It doesn't work, does it?
It's filthy, you guys. Follow her. It's
It'll be
filthy.
filthy eventually. I'm working on it.
What about you, Katie, meteorologist?
Yes, well, you can find me at weather_Katie on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and so many random fandoms on YouTube. And we're actually going to be doing a video at Comic-Con. My co-producer and I, we are going to put together some film, and we're going to make a how to do your first Comic-Con video. And it goes through what you need to do before the con as far as purchasing things and figuring things out, all the way through the end of the con and what you can do when you get home, including eating a lot of vitamin C tablets.
Yes.
So look out for that.
Good tip.
Hey, boy, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. Everybody in the live chat, if you want to be followed on Twitter, go ahead and put your Twitter handle in there as well. I mean, maybe you've got some pals and they want to get to know each other. You know, hey, it's like exchanging numbers at a party, whatever. What about you, Melissa Longo? What's up with you? Do you want to be followed? Stalked?
You can not stalking.
Not stop.
Please no stalking.
Not
I meant
stalking.
with an O, like stock. Like people
You will
just
get blocked.
put
A
beans
lot of
in your
corn that
pantry
pops
for
up
you.
in your feed.
Yeah.
Melissa Longo on all of the social media, and at the introvertedrepublic.com is where Walking Art Made by Melissa is located.
Excellent designs.
Good song too.
Thanks.
And Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel with the Neelix and Chill shirt, by the way. Everybody
Okay, so I was gonna say
in the link below, get your shirt today. Oh,
I
I'll
maybe
take
just
that.
ordered my fourth one.
Nice.
Nice.
And then yeah, on Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1. Yeah, I got it as a gift for somebody.
Hey, that reminds me, everybody, right now there is a a First Contact Day sale at the Star Trek and Chill shop. It ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. What's that in Eastern time? Bedtime. And so check it out. You may have seen me wearing the Bozeman Phoenix's shirt. You can get 25% off. You
Wow.
get 25% off with the promo code First Contact. Because look,
One word.
it's First Contact Day right on a shirt. And look at the dude comes with it. This guy right here.
Oh,
Nice,
cool.
okay.
Sunglasses.
Is it
Yeah,
Nice
and then
tats.
Is this kind of
Look how
specific to
cool.
that
Wait,
shirt
what about
or
this
for
guy?
everything?
Does he come too?
Yeah, all of them. They all guys come.
Wow.
Oh.
Party.
And so anyway, you could get this shirt, but there's also another one, and that is right here. It's a
so
baseball
good.
shirt. It's got the Bozeman Phoenix's logo. It's like a baseball team, you know, of Bozeman, Montana. What else would they be called? The Bozeman Phoenixes. So it's 25% off with the promo code First Contact, because obviously that team is celebrating First Contact.
Like great.
Healthy
How
beard.
come the lady has half of her
Imagine-
head cut off, but the guys don't?
Good question.
Good point.
She
not
was
all
a
like
little
that.
too
Rude.
sassy.
And that was a problem because
Mhm.
says
Yeah,
the
no,
profanity.
you're right. You're right. She's the only one.
Weird.
Well,
I
that's
just
how it goes.
imagine opening day is First Contact Day at their stadium, and that'd be great.
Yep.
And
Phoenix
everybody gets
flies
free
over.
pennants.
They get like a
Yeah.
flyover. The Vulcans show up for a first pitch, but it's like a split finger only. They can
Yeah.
only they
Yeah.
pitch like this.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fun.
I could
Okay.
make that work.
Everybody, you can follow me or unfollow me on Twitter at Ryan TG Husk. That's at Ryan TG Husk, or Virtual TrekCon, the 7th Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media and or YouTube. It's been a lot of fun, everybody. Thanks for making Bill Wolkoff feel
Oh my
welcome.
God, that
He's
was
a
so
great guy.
amazing. He's amazing.
He's so damn cool.
At
And,
flying_lobster. Make sure to tell him how much you loved him on the show.
Yes, please do that, everybody. Follow flying_lobster and send him a tweet saying, hey, thanks so much for joining. You were a lot of fun. We really appreciate you. And whatever thing, add some GIFs and some emojis and stuff, whatever.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. Muhammad, thanks for joining on a rare Friday. This was our big
Good to
50th
see you all.
extravaganza. That's why we talked about grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, that was why. Okay.
Makes sense now. It's a grilled
Gonna be a
cheese.
We're
beautiful
usually just
weekend.
hungry.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
we're extra hungry by talking about it.
I could
Okay,
really go
that's
for
it.
a grilled cheese.
Let's do it. Everybody at home, thanks for playing with us. And have a chill weekend. You've earned it, right? You deserve it.